Okay, everybody, thank you again for tuning in. This is Rebecca with Red True Crime, and it is the 14th of the month. So, a couple things. I did say that I would go on and talk about Marissa's case um, on the 14th of every month because she went missing on January 14th. And this is a special one because today is my birthday. It's my birthday today. Yay! My kids got me something pretty cool. Yeah. Really cool thing I got. It's a mug and it says Red True Crime. Really cool. She made that. So, yeah. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So, Marissa Carmichael went missing January 14th, 2024. And there's so many things with this case that even now it doesn't make any sense. We're getting on almost a year because, today's December 14th. So, next month, January 14th, it'll be 1 year since she has gone missing with no sign of her, no word from her. And initially, when she first went missing, one theory was that she just leave because she had 5 kids, and that's a lot for anybody. And then there was the theory that she was being kept against her will and being forced to do things against her will, being trafficked to a degree. And then there's the ultimate theory: she is no longer present. So I, in the past, have gone to the sites where she was that night, traced her path. You've seen video of that. You've seen photos of that. I've talked about different people ad nauseum that have been involved with this case: relatives, ex-boyfriends, neighbors, friends, all of that. And we're to the point where no one's answering anything, and we may never get an answer as to what happened to her. We may never. So, I don't know. I mean, when she went missing, her family was not completely honest about her background. She had alleged history of sex work. No, her mother swears up and down that she never did do that, but her ads have been found, her photographs of her have been found. One of the people that she was hanging out with the night that she went missing, a guy by the name of Mo Dallas, has what I call a mobile strip club. He rents out clubs. He brings in women. They take off their clothes for money. They have after parties at different places where who knows what else happens at those things. And she was one of those women who was there. I've seen video of her in her underwear dancing in a bar. And that's not to denigrate her. That's not to make her look like a bad person. I mean, she did what she did. I do have the speculation, personally, that she was probably putting herself out there when she was about 12 or 13 years old, because she had her first child at 15, and there's photographs of her in hotels with her friend Destiny when they looked to be no more than 12 or 13 years old. So why were they there by themselves? There have been men that have reached out to me that have said, they had been intimate with her and she was probably about 15 or 16 years old. So, these are men that were in their 20s. So there's a lot of stories. And again, I can only take their word for things, but I mean, it's not absolute proof, but walks like a duck and quacks like a duck. I guess it's a duck. And then her mom has been out on every podcast, every YouTube channel there is that will listen to her and let her talk her story. And she keeps putting out there that Marissa's been kidnapped by a guy named Shawnee Lely, and he is holding her against her will. Because she says he was stalking her, he was doing this. So, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time and don't know anything about this case, let me go from start to finish. So on January 14th, Marissa went out with some friends into Greensboro to have a good time. She went to her friend Mo Dalla's house, stayed there. Her friend Naja, who was in the car with her for the ride into Greensboro, left and went to her own boyfriend's house, and you don't hear much from Naja after that point. And Marissa and Mo went to a pool hall, and then went on to the 117 Sofa Bar and Lounge. That is pretty much where they finished the club night, you know. She then leaves the club at closing time with a guy named Jersey Moneybag. And they drive over to the 2 to 6, which was the after party. Now, we've not heard from anybody saying that she ever made it into the 2 to 6. No one has said this. Now, people have said they've seen her outside the 2 to 6 in a car with Jersey fooling around, but nothing with her being inside. So let me say that. So she does all that. She and Jersey get into a verbal altercation, and he drives a few minutes away and drops her off at the Exxon gas station. Tells her, get out, go get some stuff, throws her stuff out of the car, keeps her phone, and drives off. Then you have her calling 911, or actually calling the Greensboro PD, the non-emergency number, saying, hey, I've been abandoned, they've taken my things, I don't know where I am, I need help. After she gets off that phone call, a man by the name of Shawnee Lely goes into that gas station and offers to give her a ride. While she's in that car, she's calling people from his phone, because her phone is, she doesn't have her phone, so she is calling from his phone to other people. She eventually gets a hold of her friend Naja, who went out with her that night. Naja's now since gone back to Marissa's house, because she was living with Marissa, living there, asleep, gets woken up, and says, hey, I need to get a hold of Jersey, he's got my phone. That's that conversation, not, hey, I'm in trouble, I'm scared, I need help. None of these words come across. Again, per Naja. Let me say that. Per Naja. Now, Marissa did call her mother, made several phone calls to her mother. Her mom missed them. Her mom is in poor health. Did not see these missed calls till later on in on the 14th that afternoon, like around noon. That's when she started calling back. And then she finds out, oh, Marissa went to the store, Marissa went here, Marissa went there. But nobody could find Marissa. So we're not even sure at what point did she disappear. Did she disappear the second she got into his car, or was it hours later? Because, there's phone calls she's made. Where did she go? And this is where the story begins. So it hits the airwaves, the media, that she's missing. Greensboro PD puts out a statement that they're very concerned for her well-being. And that's when I heard about it. Like, it was about a day or two after she went missing is when I first heard about it. And they keep talking about when they went to the Airbnb where the after party was. There was blood everywhere, but it's reeked of bleach. There's blood stains on sheets, on pillows, and it was thrown in the dumpster. Then you've got Marissa's friends going on Facebook in chat saying, oh, she'll be back when her lady parts are tired, she goes missing all the time. I don't know why her mom's freaking out about this time, So that leads to a history of her putting herself out there. And then you find out more. Like, these are girls that they all grew up together. They all went into this industry to do things. So what's going on here? Why is her mother so set against admitting that she did these things? Is it concerned that the police may not take it seriously if she admits this? I don't know. But I will say this. Of all the people involved that night, the one or two that probably know exactly what happened is Naja. Maybe Mo. Because then you find out about the domestic violence between her and the father of her youngest 4 kids. A guy named Smoke, who's got aliases, who's got a criminal history, who's also involved with the Blood Gang. He's a member of that. Then you hear the stories that people went over to his house, that day that she went missing or the day after she went missing to buy weed from him. And he was lifting a very heavy ice chest into the back of a truck. He lived in Trinity. There is a river not too far from where he lives. That is a theory that maybe she got thrown into the river. I got a Facebook message from somebody who created a messenger account strictly just to send me a message. Of course, it's not their real identity, but they give me an address. And I give that to the police, and I'm calling Randolph County. I'm calling Guilford County. I'm telling them, like, you need to go here. I keep getting this message. Investigate, investigate, investigate. Never really happens. I have a sit down with the lead detective in April. giving him some information I've come across, asking some questions. And he made it clear that Shawnee Lily, who her mother keeps saying has kidnapped her child, is not involved. He's investigated. The guy's cooperated. There's nothing showing that he's done this. Or Jersey Moneybag. These two guys. Mo Dollars go around telling people he's her cousin when there is no family relation and they've been sleeping together for God knows how long. But I did get from the cop that he did not like Smoke. He said Smoke was only worried about the child abuse charges against him and nothing else. Not about where Marissa is, what happened to her, nothing. So, which leads me to believe that Smoke's involved in her disappearance. But, again, speculation, no proof of any of this. But when you look at the criminal history of Smoke and his violence against women, it is very telling. Very telling. So, my thing is this. Sarah keeps going around telling people, and even now, she did a live a few days ago, is still saying that Marissa's missing. Is saying that Marissa's been kidnapped. She's being pimped out and whatnot. And she keeps saying that Shawnee Lily is the guy. You've got to be careful about these things. Because like I said, I think Smoke's involved, but it's like, I think. I'm not saying I know, I think. There is no evidence showing he's involved, but what I do see, I'm making a leap. Allegedly, he's involved. And Sarah going around, I mean, she is besmirching this guy's name, and a few other people. And it's going to come back and bite her in the butt because, lo and behold, yesterday, the woman who accused 3 Duke lacrosse players of raping her just admitted after 20 years she lied. And those guys, their lives are ruined because she made an allegation that was not true. And the other thing is you've got too many people playing the victim here. Like her mother's like, oh, my daughter's missing. I'm a victim. Give me money. I don't have my grandkids. I have my grandkids. I don't have my grandkids. Just too much going on there. And I don't understand why there's so many women out there wanting to play the victim. I don't get that. Because it doesn't get you anywhere. So, yeah. Victimization, not good. Marissa's still not found and not good. But of the 3 scenarios, either she ran off, she's being held against her will, or she's no longer present. If I had to pick one, I think she's no longer present. And the police believe that too. Because that was the conversation we had. So this is Rebecca with Red True Crime. It's my birthday. Yay. If any of you want to show me some appreciation, I would greatly appreciate it. But this will be uploaded. And you all have a wonderful holiday season. And keep thinking, keep looking. And my true mantra, be weird, be rude, be safe. Have a great day. Bye.